Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams, two teams that have defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion, as we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the return will be brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll test the right side here. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's White. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down after that running play. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The Bruins will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Bruins churn out another first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Bruins trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. Scanning the field. It's White. He's going to take off here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Backfield is empty here for second and inches. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Davis. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Jukes to get past a man. Breaks into the clear. Tremendous toughness here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Going after, not quite through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Red Wolves are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas State. No chance to catch it. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And the point after is good. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
This is what you love to see, right? The quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Pitch made on the left side.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Caught on the outside. It's French. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Bruins looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Running a quarterback sneak here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's White. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, giving him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
UCLA.
So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Wolves will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Davis. He'll take a deep shot here. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Here's a screen pass to the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
And the Bruins with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Davis. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Here's the 2nd down play. And here's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. And the running back takes the handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Davis. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And they go in front here in the second half. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Pass caught out of the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And they'll set up with PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Dropping back, it's Davis. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
We saw this receiver in the 1st half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the 2nd half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. Handing off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Ball handed off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Red Wolves come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. Heading left after the handoff. Oh, what a move. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Gives it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Back to throw. It's White. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
That can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out.
Touchdown, Red Wolves. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense takes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Let's fly to the wideout. That's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Back to pass. It's Davis. This time, it's complete. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Davis. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bruins. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, this is why we always talk about yards after the catch. He makes this catch. He's nowhere close to getting into the end zone, but his athletic ability allows him to get it in for the touchdown. Now here we are, under 2 minutes to go. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you roll the dice and go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Same tailback, another carry.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. The crucial play here, they go to the air. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So now on comes the field goal unit. On the 27, it'll be a 44-yard field goal attempt for the win. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. On the 27, it'll be a 44-yard field goal attempt for the win. Long enough and good. And they jump back in front.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's caught from inside the 20. The return man is brought down, and that makes it official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Arkansas State Red Wolves.